Well, my first few videos, it was nice and bright and sunny out. And now you can see what we're working with. You'll have to excuse me, I'm still learning this gimbal. Maybe I'll get some low light conditions now. Holy cow. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I don't know. Maybe I ought to go back inside for a minute. It's over that way. I think we're right on the edge of it. Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. And by now you've seen 2, 3, 4 videos or so with my new camera, my new Sony that I got, and I'm absolutely loving it. It is incredible, simply because the quality of the videos are a little bit better now. Started YouTube using my phone and then kind of graduated to a GoPro. Started off with a GoPro 4, went all the way up to a GoPro 8, and you know, it gets low light. Sometimes I film late in the afternoon, the sun goes down beyond those trees over there, and my lighting is just not all that good. So I made an investment to make the video quality better for you. And this is actually my first low lighting video. Comment below, let me know what you think about the quality. So the purpose of this video is to show you how I plan out a grading job, okay? Yes, we're gonna smoke it off. All this is gonna be completely brown, dead as a hammer, gonna skin it down to the ground, and then we're gonna have to do some grade work. If you are looking to possibly do a renovation this year, whether you need to regrade your yard, switch turf types, and you have absolutely no clue where to start, I have a renovation guide. It's based off doing this for years and years and years. It tells you every single last detail that you need to know, what products to apply, when to apply them, timing, watering, fertilizing, the whole 9 yards. So I'll link that up in the description below if you want to check it out. So if you're planning a renovation and you're planning grading work and that kind of thing, sounds like it's getting a little bit closer. That was a little bit louder than the last one. But we're going to keep going until it starts pouring down rain, or if I see lightning get close, I'm going to burn the road up. So in my opinion, first thing I need to look at when I'm going into a renovation is, do I need any dirt? So we're going to do that today. This is just simple masonry string you can go pick up at Lowe's or whatever, and show you how you can use this simple string, and it'll show you your high and low spots, and then you can kind of get an idea if you're going to need any dirt. Obviously, with any grade job that we do, I do it, whether it be here or for a customer, we don't want to bring in dirt. It costs more, it takes more time to put it out, yeah, you know, yada yada, the whole 9 yards. So if we have enough dirt here to use, that would be ideal, right? Obviously, I've been doing this long enough. I can look at this ground and say, yes, I'm gonna need a little dirt. But someone who's a little less experienced, you can simply take the string and a few nails and a hammer, and I'll show you how to do it. Obviously, this would work much better with a smaller yard. You'd really be able to tell a lot better. What we're dealing with right here is around 10,000 square feet-ish. So it's not necessarily a huge yard, but it's not a small yard either. So let's get with it and I'll show you how to do this. Now, I'm not going to get into the intricate details of all the grade work and all that. I'm just going to give you a general idea of how you can figure out if you need some dirt brought in or not. So taking my string right here and a nail, I'm going to nail it in right here. And this is the highest point of this area. okay, the highest point that I'm not going to be changing the grade. And what dictates that is the road right here. Okay, I can't change the grade because the road is what it is. You can't go lower, you can't go higher, so that's going to be my starting point right here. Next, I'm going to run to my lowest point. Now this is a pretty straightforward grade job. I mean, it's not super hilly or super bumpy or anything like that. And it's, you know, relatively flat except for the ditch. So this obviously isn't going to represent every grade job in the world, but I really think this will give you a good idea of where to start. So I nailed my string right there in the highest point, and then I'm going to take and I'm going to go to my lowest point, which is going to be in that corner down there. When I get down there, I'm going to pull it tight and drive it in the ground. Whoops. I don't know if that was supposed to come off or not, but it did. I hope I got enough string. Now my next point I'm going to come to is the lowest point, and it just so happens to be buttoned up against my neighbor's right here. And that's actually another point that I can't change. I can't go in his yard and change his grade. So I'm going to drive my nail right here and we'll see what it looks like. The trick to this is you want to get it really nice and tight. These are just 4-inch general purpose nails. I kind of need a much bigger nail to do this, but we're going to make it work. Let's go see what we got. All right, you can see my line, how it goes through here. And you can see where it crosses my ditch. And as it comes over, you can see it start to flatten out and meet the other side of the ditch. Fortunately for me, my home is on a corner lot. And let's say breaking point. The road going down in front of my home, the water goes that way. The road going down beside my home, the water goes that way. So I'm kind of right in the middle of a breaking point. As I went to my local DOT, Department of Transportation, that's probably the single most important thing you want to do in this process. If you're thinking about filling your ditch in, you want to get approval from the powers that be. So you can see my line there with the ditch, and then here it is right here, and it's sitting on a hump, okay? The ditch kind of comes down and goes up, and for whatever reason, there's a hump right here. So why is that important? That's important because I can use some of this ground to help level up back in here. It's obvious I'm gonna have to have some dirt to fill in that ditch right there. I'll just use our native clay, and I'll leave the grade a few inches low because I am planning on putting about a 1 to 2 inch layer of topsoil or compost over the top of the whole area. And as we follow the line down, we will be able to see every single last low spot that we have. And you can see here, I'm looking at a low spot. Matter of fact, the further I come down, the lower it gets. When I get all the way down here to the corner, you can see how low that is right there. As you can see, here's my line right here. When I put my arm down in here, you can see the lines up here, my fingers are in the dirt, and that's roughly a foot. Okay, so I'm gonna need about a foot of ground brought in right here. And what this was just a little swale that, you know, whoever built the home, whoever graded it, they put this in. Now, if I had enough string, what I could do is, oh, I got pink stuff all over my hands. Wow, look at that. Woo, look how clear my hand is. If I had enough string, I could actually pull off that corner over here and take it all the way to the corner over there. And I could actually grid out this entire area and really get a super good idea of what's low and what's high. So I hope you get the point of the video, that you can use a simple string, some nails, and a hammer, and grid out your yard, or you can even do it in sections. Grid out sections of your yard, and that'll give you a visual. You can physically see low spots and high spots. So if you do the grade work yourself, you will know where these high spots and low spots are. And then if you want to take it a step further and fine tune it, which we'll probably do once I get all this down to bare dirt and the grass is 100% gone, then we'll take our string and lay it out again and kind of grid things out. And then you'll get an exceptional physical view of what the grade looks like. And it takes so much of the guesswork out. I mean, it really, really does. For the most part, over here where the bluegrass is and down along the back side of the shed, all that is on point, on grade. Really the only thing that I'm gonna have to really focus on grading is obviously my ditch right here, this other little swale or whatever you wanna call it. And then, you know, out here in the open, there's a few little humps and bumps, but it's not nothing major. So this should be a pretty easy grade job for me. So hey, if you like this kind of stuff, be sure and subscribe to my channel. That's what we do here is yard videos. Mow it, grow it, water it, grade it, plant it, seed it, whatever. That's what I do. Since the video has started, it has come this way quite hard. So I'm gonna check on out of here and go inside, because man, I really hope that dumps some rain out here. We could use it. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch, and I'll check you later.